There are mysteries all around us, and we are fascinated by what we cannot understand. Inexplicable phenomena are discovered every day, keeping our curiosity piqued and the prospect of actually knowing the world around us a foreign concept. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we'll be exploring 3 fascinating discoveries, taking you from the heart of the Milky Way to the unearthed ancient Egyptian practices from many millennia ago. Egyptian God Osiris's tomb discovered. In what has so far been described as an eerie discovery, archaeologists in Egypt have uncovered a structure which they believe to be a tomb for the Egyptian god Osiris. Many centuries ago in ancient Egypt, Osiris was the infamous god of the Underworld, the Egyptian equivalent to ancient Greece's Hades, if you will. The unearthed structure has a blackened appearance and is thought to be a tribute to this god, potentially used for rituals by pharaohs to form a connection to Osiris and channel his powers. The god of the afterlife was associated in many important ways in ancient Egyptian culture, for he was also the granter of life. Pharaohs and other wealthy members of society thought they could be brought back from their departure from life with eternal life through Osiris if they paid for the necessary rituals to perform this. Hence, honoring and respecting this god was incredibly culturally significant to pharaohs and Egyptians who could afford it. In fact, even during life, honoring Osiris was an established part of Egyptian culture. Every year, the legend of Osiris, his scorned lover, and his brush with passing over being scattered across the Nile, chopped up into 14 pieces before being reborn himself, is remembered as a passion play to keep his legend alive. Back to the tomb. Uncovered at the Al Ghorna necropolis near the Luxor region of Egypt, archaeologists have now estimated that the tomb could date back to as far as the 25th dynasty, or in other words, 760 to 525 BC. Upon further exploration, they were lucky enough to find complete shafts, a chapel, a hallway, as well as more holy sentiments such as a burial chamber and tributes to the god in the form of statues, eternalizing his honor. The incredible intricacies found in this tomb, such as a corridor lined with figures of armed guardians thought to protect it, show how much there is to discover about an ancient civilization which was so beautifully rich with culture. There are many ways of life which we know very little about, but wonders of ancient Egypt never cease to amaze. Maggie, one of the biggest structures in the Milky Way. Did you know that hydrogen was actually only formed several thousand years after the universe itself? The most basic atom there is, and crucial to so many elements of life, quite literally. Hydrogen was first formed about 370,000 years after the collision which gave rise to our universe and is a key component in many cosmic beings such as stars, clouds, and planets. It is the most commonly occurring element in the universe. Scientists report that it is still in fact difficult to always detect the individual hydrogen clouds in the interstellar medium. As such, astronomers struggle to accurately track and study the early formation of star structures, which also means it is hard to monitor galactic evolutions which change via these processes. All of this makes the recent discovery of Maggie all the more impressive. Discovered less than a week into 2022, a group of astronomers from the Max Planck Institute of Astronomy observed and recorded a huge hydrogen gas cloud filament in our very own galaxy. Named Maggie, it is said to be located some 55,000 light-years away on the complete other side of the Milky Way. The noteworthy bit is that Maggie is one of the longest ever observed structures in the Milky Way, measuring 3,900 light-years long and 130 light-years wide. The longest other known hydrogen gas clouds usually measure around the 800 light-year mark in length for comparison. From further highly technical experiments carried out to verify factors such as velocity, radiation, and wavelength of Maggie, the astronomers were able to confirm that Maggie is indeed one coherent structure, which supports theories made by a previous team from roughly a year before this. This time though, it can be marked down in the record books as having been proved to be legitimate beyond reasonable doubt. The team, elated with their find, are now analysing Maggie's elemental composition to figure out how the hydrogen behaves within the filament. So far, they know that Maggie contains a concentration of roughly 8% molecular hydrogen compared to the overall mass, but continue researching as they remind us there is so much more still to discover. One of the fastest spinning stars is spitting out gamma rays. Phenomenal on many levels, a star which spins at a mind-shattering 707 times per second also spits out strong gamma rays, it has been found. The neutron star, which is located at least 4,400 light-years away from our own planet, is a celestial entity known as a pulsar. Pulsars are very dense, very fast-spinning neutron stars formed as a giant star collapses. They have many weird and wonderful features, all powerful by nature, such as a strong magnetic field, and they shoot out beams of radiation from their two poles. Because of these, when combined, it leads to an intermittent flashing effect, meaning pulsars can only be seen from Earth at certain times. Hence, the distance 4,400 light-years is an approximation because we do not actually know for certain how far this particular neutron star is from us. Back to our neutron star. It was first observed in 2017 by the Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope, yet despite the name, it was never thought to emit gamma rays in bursts. This said, as time went by and astronomers gathered annual and consistent data on it, they detected pulsing radio signals from the star, such as the fact that it is the second fastest spinning neutron star ever discovered, bested only by a record of 716 spins per second recorded in 2006. As mentioned before, with the star being a pulsar, it has been really difficult for scientists to accurately gather data on it. Its estimated distance and location are based on data relating to its whereabouts, according to radio measurements. However, due to extreme heat differences around the pulsar itself, an unclear graphic means that optimal measurements make it seem 13,200 light-years away. Furthermore, scientists are not yet sure why gamma rays were not detected back in 2017. Guesses have been that the star's orbit could have changed between now and then, making them more sensitive to our technologies. However, there is no evidence that this is the case. Given the already subtle nature of data able to be gathered from this pulsar, it seems we may have to wait another few years to find out the whole story, or at least a little bit more as to why it is so mysterious. But what do you make of these interesting discoveries? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments section below and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.